In today's breaking story, Donald Trump is panicking after Charlie Kirk's assassin just had Halloween photos leak. That's right, this spells big trouble for Donald Trump. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, after Charlie Kirk's tragic death, it has absolutely taken the nation by storm.
Before I start on the issue at hand, I want to echo what you've heard from my colleagues. Political violence has no place in America. What we saw yesterday, and everyone saw it, is sickening. It is disgusting. It was a political assassination. And all of you sitting in these rows have a duty and an obligation to call it that.
So badly to do this show for all of you today. And I wanted the friends of this show and of Charlie that knew him best, the Thought Crime crew, to be here in the studio to commemorate our friend, our dear brother, for this sacred, this solemn moment, this occasion none of us ever dreamed we would have to do. And here we are, because Charlie would want us to be here. He would be upset if we weren't here. And we, of course, have left his chair open and empty because nobody will ever fill it. Nobody could ever hope to. But by all of us together, we want to honor him and we want to be more like him.
And people left and right are speaking out.
I'm happy to stand here as a Democrat and absolutely condemn the violence on the left. I have no hesitation in doing so. But people like Warren Davidson and Donald Trump need to condemn the violence on the right as well, not defend the attackers on January 6th, not lower the flag across the nation for conservative activist Charlie Kirk, but refuse to lower the flag when a Minnesota lawmaker was murdered in her home, refuse to go to the funeral, refuse to acknowledge it. There are people who are trying to polarize us further, divide our nation further, and just blame the left, even while those of us on the Democratic side are by and large saying we all need to turn down the rhetoric. So let's be serious about where this violence is coming from. Of extremist violent attacks in America, extremist violent murders, 76% are from right-wing extremists, 4% are from left-wing extremists. I condemn that 4%, but we also need to be honest about it as a nation about where this violence is coming from.
And now Trump is panicking after Charlie Kirk's shooter just had Halloween photos leak. Take a look at today's top story. Donald Trump is in panic mode today as shocking new details emerge about the man accused of assassinating conservative commentator Charlie Kirk. Authorities have identified the shooter as 22-year-old Tyler Robinson of Utah. But what's grabbing headlines now are newly surfaced photos revealing that Robinson once dressed up as Donald Trump for Halloween. The FBI released images showing Robinson in a Trump mask and suit back in 2017 when he was still in high school. That revelation has set off a firestorm across political circles because Trump himself has tried to paint the killing as an attack by left-wing extremists. Instead, the evidence shows the suspect literally portrayed Trump in the past, flipping the script on the narrative MAGA world was desperate to push. Sources close to the investigation say Robinson was a high-achieving student with top test scores and even a scholarship offer to Utah State University. But in recent years, he reportedly became more political, expressing disdain for Kirk at family dinners and openly calling him hateful. The Halloween photos are now front and center in the public debate. For Trump, it's a nightmare image, a suspected killer who once wore his likeness in celebration, now accused of murdering one of his most loyal allies. Trump went on Fox this morning demanding the death penalty for Robinson, but avoided mentioning the embarrassing costume connection. The fallout is already spreading. Critics are mocking Trump for trying to spin the tragedy as part of a left-wing conspiracy, when the alleged shooter's past points directly back to Trump himself. And while investigators continue piecing together Robinson's Robinson's motives, the photo of him dressed as Trump is already becoming the most haunting symbol of this entire case. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.